Hi, everybody. This is Pammy J. And the picture you are seeing here is a generated AI piece that I have manipulated. So there are three pictures that make up this item, this piece of art, and all three pieces were AI generated. And I'm going to show you how I've brought those assets in just like I would photographs to make this piece of art. So I use, for the most part, Deep Dream Generator. And if you haven't used it, I highly recommend playing around with it. It's pretty awesome. It's fun. And um, there is another one that I do use, but it doesn't always give me the results that I want. And it's even worse most of the time with some of the funky things that I'll point out to you. So for this one in particular, I used a piece that I had created with photographs and as a base and asked the AI to create a portrait of a female steampunk clown in the style of these three different artists. I'm not even going to try to say most of their names, so I'm not going to do any of them. You can read it right there. In any case, I don't know why I chose that picture to be my base, but I did. And I was rather pleased with what I got. But I didn't like the first one, so I made an evolution and got a second one. And here is a close up of my picture that I created out of photographs. And this is the first result that I got. Um, I was very shocked to get this. I was pleased, but I didn't like it exactly, and I wanted to see how much further I could go. So I did an evolution, and I ended up with this, which I said, fine, I'll stick with that. But I would like to point out in both of these, you can see here, here, and here, here, and here. They're all some kind of fake watermarks, fake signatures. And believe me, I have looked and tried to find these marks. I haven't been able to find them, but there's no way that three or four different people painted this one photograph or this one piece, the AI. So um, it's not stolen from those people. I do a reverse lookup, not perfect, but I don't find anything. I would like to see a better um, reverse lookup to see if things are out there, but I have not been able to find it. So, in any case, I put her into my Photoshop and I played around with her, but we'll get to that in a moment. I decided that I didn't want her showing like a portrait standing in front of something. So I wanted a backdrop and I made some more AI art, AI generated art, looking for a circus. And this was not my first choice. I kept generating until I came up with something that I could live with. It did not fill in behind her as much as I would have liked. So instead of keeping the background in this picture, I removed all of that and the ground, and I ended up with this other AI generated background. Just so that you know, when I generated the tent, the circus tent, and this background, I used the same three artists so that the pictures would kind of fall in the same realm and would look similar. So it makes it easier to make it together. I didn't like this here, so I just replicated all of this and filled that in. So as you can see, um, here's that background here, and I removed it under here. There's the tent, and then I put her in front. Now each piece has been fixed or modified in some way, and then I have brought it in, put together different filters and highlights and shadows and fixed things. Now, in this one, I actually painted her face using a different processes in Photoshop to paint her face. Um, and once I was satisfied with the majority of it, and I actually came through and fixed some of these, they were too cut off. When cutting out a figure for Photoshop, a lot of times hair and small strands of things that you might want to keep get cut out. So I went and fixed those myself, but then I then brought the whole thing in to fix it in a different instance of Photoshop, created more depth, more contrast. Um, I did more highlights. So as you can see, if you go back and forth, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of difference, but there is enough. As I said before, I had taken out that hand I didn't like, and I was actually going to put a different hand in there, and I decided just to remove it completely. So this is how I finished the three pieces into one, and now I'm done. And um, I thought I'd bring that back in so you could see just the the difference between the lady here and the lady there. So give me your thoughts if you wish regarding AI assets and whether or not you agree with them or not. And we can all agree to disagree or not. Talk to you later.